in, week out, and consistently performing at that level, understanding what he's having to do. That's why I'm going to go with Terry. But yeah, that
was it like not last week, but the week before. Obviously, maybe not one of his more productive games, but yeah, that's who I would think is the snub on this team.
Yeah, Tiffany, and I'd agree with you. And so I'll take another route here. And
you would start this one for us. 7.5 targets for Captain Terry McLaurin. Not scary, not turbo, Captain Terry.
Ooh, the last 2 games are not giving me a lot of motivation for this. I'll go under.
Under. All right, let's go around the panel.
I got under. Pete Carroll's he's gonna focus in on Terry McLaurin. He's not gonna let him beat him.
I'm going to have to agree with the smart boys on this panel. I'm going to go under 2. I think this defense is well prepared. They know that he's the biggest threat. We know how different this offense looks when they shut him down. I mean, we've seen it sort of stutter a bit over the last few weeks whenever he only has, when he has low production. So I think the Seattle game.
Terry McLaurin is a guy that can run. Richard Sherman, he's struggling against guys who can run a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what the 49ers do matchup wise as far as, how much zone, how much man coverage, and when they do get those man shots, are they gonna try to go deep?
I'm anxious to see how this Washington defense is
going to be a challenge for them. You're going against a very talented secondary.
Terry McLaurin has more receiving yards than Jerry Rice. That is something we have brought up often because it is a staggering stat. So Olivia.
Games this season, it would be nice to see. To be determined? I don't know. I don't.
We're going to keep this going. I know the
area have been knowing him and watching him since high school. They don't have anybody that has a chance of covering Terry McLaurin and even if you double team him, he's still going to get the balls more balls than CeeDee Lamb on the field. But McLaurin's going to win that battle all day long.
So JP, gonna go back to you here real quick. The winner of Thursday's game will win the NFC East.
You run a scout team, so he's an experienced guy. I think Alex will deliver the ball around to a lot of different receivers. You saw that when he came in the game last week, and I think the younger guys feed off of that when they know that they're gonna have an opportunity to get
not giving up draft picks for very easily. So this is. I don't know if you're going to spare a draft pick on a quarterback who may not help you until now his 3rd year in the.
What that could be leading to implications wise. Rhiannon, even though we're past that deadline now and Haskins
progress, then there's obviously a potential for quarterback competition down the line. It may not happen this season, but you have to think towards the film too. That's quite the opposite. He likes to be challenged, just like when he was playing at Ohio State. So I foresee him being somebody who's going to challenge himself to be better moving forward.
There's no better player in this game. The Giants have some good players at that position, and Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton, but not knowing which one's likely to have the bigger game and knowing how good Washington has been on defense, I have to give it to Terry McLaurin. Like, there's one possibility the Giants put James Bradbury on him, and
everything's got to be over. We got to get more. We're in last.
Terry McLaurin is going to have a big game against the Cowboys.
Scott, that's why we're friends. He's on my fantasy team too as a regular week starter. Diane.
I definitely think over. I was thinking
because we didn't have a winning season. We're in, and we're the champ. So at the end of the day, I care less how we got in. It feels great. Great just to see that both of those guys was able to play this game, and both of them meant so much to us. Not, being in the record books for the only team to
be stat of the game, and of course it has something to do with Tim.
And that's why he's definitely deserving of being one of the team's captains this year, and probably for
that opening drive. Though he looked pretty good, but there are stretches in the game where you thought maybe
you can build on going forward. The pieces are there with Terry, Logan, and Antonio.
Versatile HRV, the 8-passenger pilot, or the adventurous passport.
Terry's coming off his first ever 10-catch game. He had